I hope everybody comes inside. Have you ever had your prostate checked?
No. I'm not old enough for that.
I was thinking this while the theme was playing, and I'm not old enough either, but I've had mine checked. What's the age? 50?
40.
40?
Yeah, 40 I think is the number.
It's weird because my doctor was like, I don't feel anything, so we'll have to get a colonoscopy. I'm like, no, big boy. Just feel deeper. just feel a little deeper up in there.
That's like your favorite doctor, isn't it? The prostate doctor is just you walk in and be like, oh, hey, just take your pants off and put them over there next to mine.
And yeah, I didn't think it was a doctor's appointment. I thought we were just friends hanging out. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Real friends take off their pants near you. What do you think, Doof Warrior?
Yeah, man.
I sent you a picture of a prostate exam, Mike.
Okay. Did you? Oh, son of a bitch. I'm not showing that.
We'll have to censor the episode again.
Do you think real friends hang out with their pants off, Doof?
I think so.
All right. Whenever you come to the States, we need to hang out. So there's a lot going on in this world right now. And this is how I feel about it.
Hey, you should feel pretty good about what's going on.
I feel all right.
Everything's kind of getting fixed and leveled back out a little bit, I think.
Yeah, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Whose vibrator's going off?
Not me.
Oh, you got a vibrator?
I probably got a notification. It's all good.
So you was on a podcast recently.
Last night.
Yeah. Tell us about it.
The podcast? Yeah, sure. The podcast that I've been doing for the last 3 weeks is called Sabbath Sundays. It's on his Patreon page. If you join up and join the Warlord tier, you get like an access to the Zoom live chat. It's like a live private chat. And he does like these Black Sabbath readings from like in order every week. And yesterday he done Paranoid, and he'll pick out a song and do a reading like in church. That's so good.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to be on that.
Yeah. All those episodes are up on Spotify, man. So
that's cool. I have to check that out.
Yeah, shout out to Zach for this cool tank top.
Oh, I love that tank top.
Oh, look, it's Satan.
Yeah, it's got the little sabotage logo on there.
I thought that was Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I thought that was
But
Santa
I'll be
Claus.
doing it again next week, so it'll be fun.
Dude, you're like a co-host now on that show.
Famous, bro.
You still eating your French fries?
Yeah, what are you feeding yourself with? French fries. I'm feeding myself French fries. That'd be weird if like a random hand just came out. It wasn't even mine. It's like
McDonald's needs to sponsor us, I swear.
And Taco Bell.
But they do an episode as well too, Mike, called Lifts and Riffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They yeah, it's up on Spotify as well. They interview like death metal artists and stuff like that.
Huh.
So I think you might like that one as well. I'll
Adam
send
is
a couple links here.
we started Adam's career on this show, and now he's just going above and beyond. He's on every single podcast.
You got the Dwayne The Rock Johnson / Doof Warrior. So
Yeah. Yeah, your work ethic on podcasts is like the Rock's in real life.
So
yeah, man. I
everyone-
wasn't expecting to do this ever, but it just happened.
That's cool, man.
we forced you onto the show.
Yeah. Now look at me.
We forced your way on this show like Mike forces his way on women.
No, it's all consensual. We have safe words.
Tell that to the donkey in Mexico.
Shut up! I'm not being part of. Does the donkey show have like crowd participation? I'm asking for a friend.
I'll volunteer you.
No, fuck that.
It'll help you with your constipation, I think.
So we do have a guest next week. Speaking of donkey show,
You can just segue into something else.
we have James Joyce Juice of Vlog Twat. That is a perfect photo for him. Live on the pink sock. Look into his eyes. He's the modern day Johnny Cash.
Not hot.
Would you tap that Doof Warrior?
No.
Oh, you're playing hard to get. Look at you, man.
I
know
was
you-
playing hard to get, bro.
You play hard to get. Like, I have this buddy. He always plays hard to want.
So I see. Was it on Instagram that you posted a video of you breaking a new record on deadlift?
Yeah, 187
That's pretty
Kilo.
good, man.
at 78 kilo body weight.
So, are you trying
But
to become The Rock?
It's fucking
Like,
huge.
The Rock lifts some really serious weight.
Yeah, he's got nothing on me, man.
The Rock is slowly turning into the Boulder, for God's sake. What the fuck? That motherfucker.
You seen the most recent photo of him, man? He's getting ready for the Black Adam movie.
Yeah,
Hold
they actually they made a TV show as well, apparently called The Young Rock.
Yeah.
That's
Like
weird.
it follows his career or something like that.
Does he play like all
Yeah.
stages of his own career?
Yeah,
That is fucking weird.
and yeah, I saw the preview, and they had like when he started as a kid until he's in the adult. And I'm like, I said to myself, like, I could have played that.
Here, I sent you that photo, Mike.
Okay, hold on. I have something that I wanted to show, if it'll fucking work. The Rock was supposed to be in a movie a few years ago, and I'm trying to find the fucking poster for it, but I can't get it to work for some reason. It was wanting to save as a web file. I don't know. But he was going to be in a cartoon movie. Did you ever hear about this, guys?
A cartoon movie. Which one?
Yeah, he was supposed to play, if I can get it to work, this. I found the flyer that somebody made.
Oh God. If anybody would play that, it would be him.
Everybody do the monkey with me.
I'm so pretty.
The hair just doesn't suit him.
No.
No, not at all. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, right?
The fuck, man.
He makes The Rock back in the 90s look like a bitch.
The fuck. Let's see if I can get it to pop up here. I'm trying to get it to work. This StreamYard shit is confusing me today. I don't know what the deal is. Here it is.
Yeah, that's goals right there, bro.
That's goals.
The way he's dressed, he looks like he's trying to dress like John Cena.
He's chiseled like a Greek god.
Greek gods ain't even chiseled like that.
Like,
God.
he'll be like in his mid-40s now too, wouldn't he?
I think he's pushing 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost 50, and he's just like in good shape. Like,
He's in better shape now than he was when he's in his 20s.
He's 48, so he's not
Yeah.
quite 50 yet.
yeah.
Like, geez,
Even though, have you seen like the meals that he eats, like in the mornings and stuff like
Dude,
that?
he eats a shit ton of food.
And I thought that was bad.
They're making a movie about you, Gorak.
What's that?
They're making a movie about you, starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, it's finally out now. It's supposed to be a freaking secret.
Dude, like, are you trying to get built like that? And it's great to have Funky back finally. She ain't been here for a while.
Oh, I know, right? We missed her.
So, are you trying to get that big? Or are you trying to get like Hulk Hogan big, like back in the 80s?
Old
Not
Thunder
that huge,
Lips.
man.
What?
Old Thunder Lips.
Thunder Lips, brother.
Dude, I remember watching him in it Rocky 3, I think it was, when he was he played Thunder Lips, and they didn't do like superimpose anybody's size or anything. Like when he was standing there right in front of Sylvester Stallone, that's legitimately how much different they are in size.
Fucking Hulk's
It's fucking insane.
Hulk Hogan's a big fucking dude. He is.
He is, yeah. Like he still looks like the same now.
But the thing with Hulk though is he wasn't in America. Like he was a really good wrestler in Japan. Like he actually was. I saw a few matches. It's not the same Hulk Hogan, but like Hulk Hogan, fucking was not a good wrestler in America. He wasn't. He was not even entertaining. He had a character. That's all he had. And the dude would refuse to lose to people. Like that's just how he was. He had in his contract. He just could choose when he wins or loses. That is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to be like, oh, I'm not, especially when you're like fucking in your 60s, you have an amazing career, and he's still like, I'm not going to push younger talent, dude. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, no, he's an asshole.
He wanted to return, from what I've read, he wanted to return at WrestleMania 2 years ago and wrestle the new tag team, The Shield, with the NWO, and he wanted the NWO to win. And none of those guys can still move.
I mean,
I think Ric Flair's still in the game.
No, he's not. He had to retire.
Oh, he's finished now?
Yeah, he retired in WWE, then he went to another company and still wrestled. But
yeah. Well, did you guys catch the episode of Joe Rogan podcast that The Undertaker on?
No, but I'm going to.
It's pretty good. It goes for like almost 3 hours or something like that. But like you will see like a different side of him.
That's like the one thing I can't stand
Undertaker.
about Joe Rogan podcasts is because they're like 3-4 hours long. I'm like, dude, I got stuff to do.
That's why I split it in halves. I think the longest podcast he's done is like 5 hours, and it was for a UFC fight campaign.
Have you guys heard of Dale?
Where him and his friends just talk about the fight and get high. And that's it. For 5 hours.
Heard of Dale Torberg?
Yeah, I've heard of him because I used to watch wrestling back in 2005. He was a wrestler for a little while.
Hey, we got wrestling fans in the chat. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've heard of the name.
I'm not a WWE fan. I've been on and off, but I've never been a full-blown WWE fan. I was a AEW currently fan, a TNA fan, an ECW fan.
I was into WCW when I discovered it.
WCW was good. I'm going to get hate for this, but WCW died because of Hulk Hogan, because of Kevin Nash, because of Scott Hall, because of Vince Russo. The guy that owned it, Ted Turner, was not a fan of wrestling. And he just bought people just so WWE couldn't have them, even if the people can't wrestle anymore. Oh, that's where I noticed the name. Dale was the guy. Remember when Gene Simmons and Kiss introduced that wrestler known as the Demon?
Yeah.
That dressed up, that's him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he used to wrestle.
Yeah, you ended up turning me on to my new favorite wrestler.
Who?
New Jack.
Fucking New Jack. I met him. That is a crazy. I want him on the show. He's a crazy fuck. Have you heard of New Jack Doof Warrior?
What's that?
Have you heard of New Jack?
No, I haven't.
He wrestled for ECW for a while. And they interviewed him and they asked him, is it true that you threw, like, they asked him about Vic Grimes, the guy that he threw off a fucking 30-foot scaffold. He's like, oh, yeah. And he told the story. Apparently, this guy fell on his head, cracked his skull, brain matter was coming out of his mouth and shit. Yeah, he almost died. Well, 3 years later, a whole nother company booked him against Vic Grimes, and Vic Grimes never called, never made sure he was alive or whatever. So he turned around and they were fighting on top of a scaffold, and New Jack bought a taser and started tasing this motherfucker. And the guy's like, I can't feel my legs. And New Jack's like, you don't need them. And he fucking threw him off this fucking scaffold. And the guy did a front flip and landed on the rope and into the ring. And New Jack was like, I was aiming for outside the ring. I wanted to fucking kill him. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
ECW was rough back in the day, man.
That wouldn't be ECW, but here's what's crazy. New Jack
wasn't that over in Japan, or is that here?
XPW, a company that happened a few years after ECW closed. New Jack also one time was wrestling this guy. This is fucking hilarious. He was wrestling this guy. It's not funny what he did, but it's funny what he said in court. He pulled out a fucking blade because this guy headbutted him and broke his nose. He pulled out a blade and started stabbing this fucking guy. Okay. And in court, the judge was like, you stabbed him 12 times. No, you stabbed him 12 times. And New Jack's like, nuh-uh, I stabbed him 9 times. And the judge is like, but the papers say 12. He's like, nuh-uh, I fucking counted. As he was stabbing him, he counted.
Needless to say, he doesn't wrestle hardly ever anymore.
Oh, he's retired.
Is he retired?
He's done.
Yeah. Nobody will book him anymore because he tries killing people.
If you want to get entertainment, watch Iron. Remember the Iron Sheik?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Watch him in interviews. He's fucking nuts.
He trolls everybody on Twitter.
He thinks he's his character, and he's always been that way. Well, like he's sitting there talking, and they're like, "What do you think of Hulk Hogan?" He's like, "Fuck the Hulk Hogan."
Yeah, he'll post something like that up on his Twitter and shit, and just take the piss out of people.
Wasn't Macho Man like that? He never left character.
No, Boogeyman. I do remember Boogeyman. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago.
Joe Bashir only watches naked mud wrestling. But no, Macho Man was that way. He actually locked Miss Elizabeth in the hotel room and shit. It was fucking crazy. That's what happens when you mix cocaine with ego, I guess.
Ric Flair never left his character either.
No, not until later on in his career. The Undertaker never did either. He never did public appearances very often.
Really? He
said in an interview recently, he's like, it's kind of weird to do interviews now because he's like, I would hardly ever do this because he was so active. He came from like an era where wrestling was protected. You had to be that character all the time or not be seen. And the Undertaker is a character that can't be seen. Like fucking.
But they can say he's a nice guy.
He is.
That's like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I was like, I don't even think that's just him. I don't even think he's acting.
You know what's funny is the whole Stone Cold character was actually borrowed from ECW. A lot of the 90s ideas was stolen from ECW because ECW didn't have mainstream success. There was a wrestler in ECW that would walk through the crowd drinking beer and cracking cans on his head by the name of the Sandman. Stone Cold actually wrestled as Steve Austin in ECW. Well, Steve Austin, he was Hollywood Steve Austin or something like that. He made fun of Hulk Hogan, but he never had a match. I don't think he might have. I don't remember if he wrestled for ECW. He might have, but yeah, he deflected to ECW when WCW fired him. And they took the idea of the Sandman. Mick Foley jumping off of shit was a whole New Jack thing.
Yeah.
Like, ECW's got a lot of ideas stolen.
He was in between WWE and ECW, wasn't he?
Mick?
Yeah.
For a while there, he was in ECW. Then he went to WWF. Then he went to ECW. And then WWE and WWF and ECW had a partnership for a while.
Did he ever go to TNA?
Mick, yeah. Mick is one of the only wrestlers. Mick is the only wrestler right now that has wrestled for every single wrestling company except for AEW.
I kind of miss TNA.
It's still around, but it's known as Impact. So Funky
Well,
wants
what do you think of the WWE now?
boring.
Dude, honestly, I haven't watched wrestling like I used to since like the Undertaker lost his streak.
That sucks.
Yeah, I tried watching it a couple of months ago, and it's kind of boring now. Even the Undertaker said it as well on Joe Rogan's podcast. He reckons it's too soft.
I'll get to Funky's question because there is something I want to address. Have you guys been to a wrestling show?
Yes.
No. They are fucking fun, especially AEW. I went to AEW's third ever event, like on national television, and my God, it is better than a WWE live event. You know why? When you're at a WWE live event, when it goes to commercial break, nothing's happening. You're just sitting there waiting. For AEW, wrestlers will come out and throw merchandise into the crowd. We'll communicate with the crowd, and then we'll go live.
Don't they have house shows after like the TV show is like over?
WWE don't do that anymore. I don't think they have a couple matches at the beginning that's not on TV. AEW does this cool thing where they'll do Dynamite, which is their main show, and then at the end of the taping, they'll be like, "All right, we're getting ready for AEW Dark, which is their YouTube series," and then they'll do 2 or 3 matches of that.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's neat. Met John Cena. I've met a couple. I met a couple wrestlers that you might not have heard of. You might have. I did meet Mick Foley a couple times. Very nice guy.
That's cool.
First time I didn't tell him I knew who he was, but I knew who he was because he was wearing a fucking Santa outfit in fucking April at a gas station. I've met Bobby Lashley.
That's cool. Is he pretty big?
Pretty fucking big. He was walking. He went backstage, like through the back doors at the West Bank Arena. And I'm like, he ain't coming back out. We were just chilling by the rail. And he came back out and he's like, I had to come out here because I didn't know fucking Carlito was here. And he fucking looked at me. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? If you don't know, Carlito is
he started off in the ACW, didn't he?
Who?
Bobby Lashley?
That's a weird thing. Bobby Lashley started off in ECW, but that was after WWE had already bought ECW and made it their own thing. WWE bought ECW, and they were going to have Paul Heyman in charge of it. And it was going to be a third brand. Well, they fired Paul Heyman after the first episode, so they made it a watered down version of what it originally was.
Oh God!
Yes, WWE has started doing India shows. That's a controversial topic for some people, but yeah, they've started doing India shows.
Yeah, it's really huge. It's really big in Australia as well. Every time they play in Sydney and Melbourne, it's always sold out.
Are you familiar with AEW? Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
They're giving WWE some stiff competition.
Yeah,
it's stiff.
Okay, this is a controversial topic, and I'm not going to rant about this because there's a fine line between the wording. The word fake you cannot use when describing pro wrestling. Let me explain. Predetermined, yes. Staged, yes. Fake, no. I've met some people in the wrestling business, and that is the hardest sport in the world, and I will say that loud and proud. It is the hardest sport in the fucking world because they don't have an off season. They don't. They just go.
It's only when they get injured.
The ring is not soft. It is fucking hard. The ropes, the first time bouncing off them ropes, you will bruise a fucking rib if you don't hit it properly. Injuries are very real in pro wrestling. Mick Foley said in an interview, this is dumb. Remember when he fell off the cell through the table?
Yeah.
The guy in the interview was like, he's like, Mick said this guy walked up to him after a show. He was doing like a comedy show, and he did a Q&A, and the guy was like, so when you fell off that cell, you fell on a table. And Mick's like, fuck, you got me. And he's like, the table broke your fall, didn't it? And he's like, yeah. In reality, Mick dislocated a fucking shoulder doing that.
Fucking lucky to still be alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he's like the Steve-O of wrestling.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Can you mention how insane it is that Terry Funk still wrestles?
Oh God.
He'll be like in his 70s.
Yeah. He only has like 1 or 2 matches a year, if that. His last match was against Jerry the King Lawler, who I didn't even know was still wrestling, but I looked that up.
Oh, really? What do you guys think of UFC fighters going to the WWE and and seeing WWE wrestlers like CM Punk going to UFC?
CM Punk can't fight.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, here's the thing. I'll just go ahead and say this. I love wrestling. Don't get me wrong. Do I watch it anymore? No, because the storylines are kind of lazy. But when people go from wrestling to the UFC, that's a totally different animal. It's not it's not like UFC to wrestling. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But when people go from wrestling to UFC because they're in shape and all that stuff, you're getting into the octagon with trained killers.
Mm-hmm. But
yeah, it was like when Conor McGregor decided to do a boxing match against Floyd Mayweather, talked a lot of shit, then get knocked out in the 5th or 6th round or whatever it was.
There are some guys though that could probably have went to UFC that was in WWF though.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it doesn't really work out too well.
Not always, no.
Unless you're Brock Lesnar, but come on, that dude's as big as a house.
Did you hear what happened?
He had to cut weight for the heavyweight division in the UFC. They said it was just way too big.
Yeah.
You want to know what's really funny is, speaking of sports intertwining, the Big Show tried becoming a boxer.
I mean, didn't he lose a lot of weight?
He did, yeah. He's shredded now.
Yeah. But he was going to box, and they couldn't find fucking gloves big enough.
How do you learn wrestling? Are there training camps? Yeah, there's training camps.
There's a lot of them. WWE even has
them.
To get to Funky's question, Funky wanted you to show off your tattoos.
Which ones?
I said the one on your arm. I'm like, which one?
Go ahead.
That one.
Hold on, let me get you big here.
Yeah, it's a cool little tribal piece. Obviously, because I'm half Filipino. Looking to get that finished sometime soon.
You're half Filipino? I thought you were Jamaican.
Did you get that tattoo done like The Rock got his done?
Yeah, man.
That whole hammer and chisel thing?
Yeah, man.
Oh, that sucks.
Nah. Obviously, Alice Cooper, obviously.
Oh,
there you go.
That's a really good tat.
Yeah. Got that for my 30th birthday 5 years ago. So old now.
So, any other tattoos you got you want to show off? You got your...
You should get some tattoos, Mike.
I plan on it eventually.
Yeah, I'm planning to get more as well. And this Nutella jar tattoo flexing, so there you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's my love for Nutella and powerlifting, so there.
Hey, Mike, are you going to be like Coach Klein and get Jim Morrison tattooed on your ass?
No.
Are you still going to get that
Mama
tattoo
don't
done?
know won't hurt her.
What?
Are you still going to get that tattoo that you were saying that you're going to get done?
Oh, not me. Rocky Johnson was supposed to get tattooed of me with wieners in my mouth on his leg.
Oh, I thought it was you.
No. Why would I get a tattoo of myself with... Am I going to get a Steve-O tattoo on my back?
That's ego on a whole new level.
If Steve can do it, you can do it.
That'd be fucking weird, me with wieners in my mouth.
Dude, I'll tell you this right now. I already have a plan for a joke tattoo that I'm going to get done probably while I'm in Phoenix.
Get the wiener tattoo.
No. You know Scrat from Ice Age?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get Scrat from Ice Age on my inner thigh reaching up.
He's going to get that happen. He's going to get that nut. So back on the whole wrestling thing, this is why I was going to bring this back up. Conor McGregor said in an interview that he challenges any pro wrestler to get in the octagon with him.
That's the only people he could beat now.
No. It was funny because Bill Goldberg was like, if I was younger, you're cute, kid. Kurt Angle said the same thing. Brock Lesnar was in an interview, and he's like, I take shits bigger than that guy.
Dude, I remember watching the second fight with Frank Mir, and Brock Lesnar was fighting him, and he got Frank Mir down on the ground in the corner of the octagon. He had him in a headlock and was just drilling him, and like Joe Rogan was a announcer, and he was like, "Man, I'd hate to be Frank Mir right now. He's getting hit in the face with like lunchbox size hands."
I don't think he's in the UFC anymore. I think he's done. He's just gone back to pro wrestling.
Lesnar?
Yeah.
That'd be cool if he went back to UFC because he was freaking great.
Oh yeah, the crowd loved him.
I actually read this thing online, this theory. There's a theory going around that UFC and WWE are actually like partnered behind closed doors.
Really? Dana White and old Vince McMahon?
That's why so many wrestlers have went to UFC with no problem. That's why Brock Lesnar can wrestle for WWE and fight for UFC on random occasions.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Even though they both claim to not like one another, it could just be all part of the fucking thing.
Could you see Conor McGregor in the WWE? That'd be hilarious. The amount of shit talk that is Conor McGregor in like the WWE. I'm gonna fuck him up.
Fuck you, Anders. Get a tattoo while I'm skydiving. Fuck you. like that smiley face Steve guy.
They're all giving you ideas, man.
Fuck.
Everybody wants to see you skydive, Mike.
I don't want to see that.
Do it for the fans.
Fuck. I think I'm just gonna cancel this right now.
How far will you go for Pink Sock?
So she wants to see the wrist tattoo. Just how far would I go for this? I would not go out of an airplane. That's what I would say.
No?
No.
How about zip line?
No. Nothing with heights. Fuck you. Nothing with heights. How many tattoos do we all have?
Me?
Each person.
Ooh. Probably have like 11.
11? What all you got?
A bunch that I can't show on the air.
Oh, why?
I got these. If you could see them.
Just take your pants off. Come on.
I'm not taking my pants off.
I promise I won't look.
Oh, I'll show you this one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh. I got that ribbon in Texas, of all places. And then I went to Mayhem back before they shut it down, and his girlfriend Rita Haney was there, and I had her sign my arm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it says Dimebags Hag Rita. So she signed my arm, and I immediately had to go have it tattooed. I got some more. But I got to take my hoodie off. I don't want to do that.
I'm going to work on it. Pink Sock Podcast tattoo designs.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, we should get that Betty White tattoo.
That Betty White tattoo. I will happily get a tattoo of Trump getting railed and having his ass pulled out.
By Betty White.
Yes. Now, you wouldn't even have to argue. You'd be like, "Hey, man, are you free today? Yeah. Do we got enough money for a tattoo? Sure. What tattoo you want to get? Oh, that tattoo. Fine. Fuck it. Let's go." Mm-hmm.
That's fucking great. I plan on getting an inhaler on my arm that says it's not easy being fuck. My fucking brain just froze. It's not easy being wheezy.
Wheezy?
Yeah, it's not easy being wheezy. What? I'm going to get a pink sock design on my asshole.
You should just get "Welcome Aboard" tattooed across your ass crack.
I want to get a tattoo, a tramp stamp that says "Caution, wide load."
You should get Hal tattooed on one cheek and then Ween tattooed on the other cheek. I'm like, where's the O? Oh.
There it is. Joe Bashir's getting my avatar tattooed on her. I want to get a tattoo of Squidward on my junk and have my dick be his nose. Is that a good idea?
Squidward would finally have a tiny nose.
Shut up, dude. There's some women that would disagree with you, and then there's others that will be honest and agree.
Well, I mean, you can't really say that when you just fuck midgets all the time. They think everything's huge.
I've only fucked one midget in my lifetime. One midget. I lost my virginity to a midget, and you make it like I fucked lots of them.
It's got to be.
It's not. I'm not out there fucking seven dwarfs. It was one. The rest of the people I have had sex with have been above 5 feet, I think.
We go to Mexico, I'm going to find you a midget Mexican prostitute.
No, I'm not.
That's going to happen.
I'm not fucking another midget. I'm not a prostitute anyway. What is wrong with you? Why do you want to get me a prostitute? I don't want to pay for sex, bro.
You wouldn't be paying. I'd be paying for you.
I'm not doing that.
Just so I can have the story to tell at work the next day.
Fuck. I come back to Ohio with pictures of me with... No, I was thinking about becoming I'm actually going to a wrestling training school while I'm out there and become a midget wrestler. I'm going to be the bad guy. I'm going to be the guy that like comes in and like steals the title.
Are you going to be like the normal size guy wrestling a bunch of midgets?
No, I'm going to be like El Gigante Midgeto or whatever it is. I'm just going to be a giant midget. I don't know. Is that word offensive, midget, still? Is that still offensive? Because I've heard it is, but I've got friends that are smaller, and they're like, no. I heard some people prefer dwarf.
Yeah, but they don't look like Gimli. They're not swinging an axe, so, you know.
Right? What? You have a heart of gold, Tony.
I do. I try.
We have an amazing fan, but what? My junk is in the trunk. No, I don't know if you guys have this problem or not, but I'm a grower, not a shower. I am. I'm like, it's not impressive yet. Just wait.
Wait until the little blue pill kicks in.
Wait, I don't need the blue pill. I'm not fucking 90. I've thought about taking one just to see what happens.
If I take you to the hospital after 3 hours of it, you're going to wear that gown backwards.
I am. I'm going to walk around and point people in the right direction.
Anybody got a wet towel to hang up?
Why is everybody making fun of my dick they've never seen? I'm going to have to start an OnlyFans to prove you guys wrong.
That's where it's acceptable for you to wear that fishnet red shirt of yours.
On OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Why? It's a sexy ass shirt. I'm gonna go find it just for you. I don't even know where it's at. It's probably in one of these boxes.
You're already packed up, ready to leave?
No, not totally. No, I just started packing some clothes. That's about it.
I get to bring the new motorcycle home on Saturday, I think.
I'm questioning, should I bring all my clothes when I come out or just certain ones?
Bring whatever you need for an entire year, so yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to do laundry a whole year. I'm just going to come home with
Yeah, bring 365 shirts.
Challenge accepted.
Dude, honestly, between me and you, we could probably get away with that in just band shirts. I probably won't have to wash clothes for like a month.
Let me show you. I packed away all my band shirts in one thing. When you come out, what? That is contradicting. I find it weird that like everybody thinks whenever I don't know, it's hard for me to be taken seriously, and that kind of drives me nuts sometimes because of just my humor. When I come out,
Listen, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Hold on, let me show you something. This is when this gets uploaded on Pornhub. No, you know them totes.
Funky wants to know when you're coming out.
I'm not gay. This is why I can't. This is why, like, I'm single. Like, fucking, everyone's like, you're gonna say you're gay. I'm not fucking gay. Like, women, I love women. Like, women are beautiful creatures. They're fun to sex with. But, yeah.
She wrote that in the dictionary.
Look,
Define a beautiful woman.
Look. You see this? You know those crates that they have at like restaurants and shit? They deliver shit in?
Oh, yeah.
The lid is popping off.
Is that all your band shirts?
That's just band shirts. That's all fucking band shirts. Let me show you. Well, there's a couple wrestling shirts in here. Hold on.
Hey, I have all of our curtains for the apartment. They're all leather, so they're gonna think like a fucking dominatrix lives there.
I'm bringing my bondage kit with me, even though I might not use it while I'm out there.
Dude, those fucking black leather curtains that I got are so dark you can't see through them since they're leather. So that apartment's gonna be dark as shit.
We are
good. Keep the heat out.
Hey, all humans are creatures. Okay, all humans. I'm thinking about becoming a nude mud wrestler. What do you guys think?
Danny likes the idea of nude wrestling.
Okay, let's do this. What? I thought we was whatever.
I'm not wrestling you naked, Mike.
Funky women are so beautiful that Mike has to dress like them. Shut up. I'm just comfortable with my sexuality. I'm not.
We all love you, Mike.
I know. I don't get this whole like idea of like
what?
certain clothing. I don't know. We're gonna do a pay-per-view. You're gonna order it?
Didn't you come to a show wearing like a big fur coat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know fashion. Chicks dig my fashion, bro. I got like no women, but
like no women.
But they love my fashion. I find it weird that like I'll be talking to like someone and they'll be like, I bet you have a bunch of hoes and blah blah blah. I'm like, no, not really.
Not really.
Not really. Like, I mean, I'll be talking to a couple girls at one time if I'm not like. There's a fine line between talking to somebody like nothing's really going to happen from it and talking to someone. If I'm talking, and you guys probably agree with this, if I'm talking to someone, if it is established that they're interested in me, then I won't be talking to anybody else. But if it's not established and it seems like it's just like a friend or a friend with benefits, then what's the point in just talking to them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
But I usually only like if I'm sleeping with somebody, it's usually just that person because I don't want to like risk STDs and shit.
Oh, your style is pretty good though. It's like you're living in Boogie Nights.
Yeah. Well, my fashion is weird because my fashion sense depends on the day because I've got various clothes for various things. One day I'll be wearing...
You're going to go out there and wear nothing but shorts and a t-shirt. You're going to skip the bell bottoms and the fur coat and all that. Your ass ain't wearing a fur coat in 130-degree weather.
Watch me, motherfucker. I can't wear that fur coat anymore because it was supposed to be mailed to me, but she never mailed it.
Are you serious? She kept that fur coat?
I'm not saying she kept it. I'm not going to say that publicly. I'm not going to say that behind scenes. She just never, I don't think she ever mailed it.
Well, that sucks. You have to get you another one.
Yeah. Well, it sucks because that was my grandma's fur coat.
Oh, that's even suckier.
Yeah.
You know what you do need? You need that big fur coat that Vin Diesel wore in Triple X.
Yeah.
I can see you rocking that one.
The more older I get, I'm becoming more and more comfortable with my body too, as you can probably tell.
Well, you're skinnier than me, so you got that going for you.
Yeah. Well, I don't have an awful body. I've always been self-confident, have self-consciousness about my body hair. But one day, Funky, that's my dream. Gucci will hire me. I'll be. Hey, you guys want to join me on this new fashion trend?
What?
We're taking crop tops from the girls. We're just come on. You got to.
No one wants to see this in a crop top.
Do it, Gorak. You got to do it.
No.
Come on. Come on.
You look like Austin Powers.
Dude, I could be a sex symbol. If this
in
was
the 70s.
If this was the 70s or 80s, I'd be perfect.
You would be a good model.
Thank you. Are you hitting on me, Greg? I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, no.
I was thinking about getting into modeling. I have some posed photos. It's just weird, like I'm comfortable with myself, but I don't see myself as being like very sexually attractive, if that makes any sense. Like if it's for an attractive or sexually attractive photo shoot, I see it more of a comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I don't know.
You should just wear more flannel.
Right?
Bring the lumberjack look back.
Yeah. Dildo modeling. Why is it okay? I'm gonna go on a little rant here. Why is it that men, like women can be sexy all day, whatever, but when men are, they're very judged for it, or they're just viewed as comedy?
Ryan Reynolds isn't.
Fuck that guy. Him and John Stamos. Let me tell you something. No, but like
Jason Momoa.
But those are like chiseled dudes. You know what I mean? Like, what? Well, besides Jack Black, like, no, seriously, chicks fucking dig Jack Black
because he's funny.
That's why they love me. But
I know
it's weird being the funny guy though, because like women don't want, at least in my experiences, they don't want you around very long.
Trust me. You got to get outside of this valley. That's why we're going to Arizona, because once you get out there, they're not worried about whether or not you sling pills and weed. They actually give a shit about you out there.
That's my big rant. That's my big rants about things. Like I'm cool with like just being friends with somebody. That's no problem. I'm cool with friends with benefits. I've had that a couple of times. What I'm not cool with is like there's so many times where women like just aren't sure what they want. You know what I mean? Just weird. And it doesn't faze me now that I'm older. Life is what it is. You know what I mean? But when I was younger, that shit bothered me because it seemed like I was never good enough, when in reality, those people just aren't good enough for me.
There you go.
Not a lot of people can handle like the craziness. Because I have a wild sense of humor, but I also can be a very serious person. And when the seriousness comes out, people don't like that anymore. They want you to be entertaining because they don't like reality.
Everybody loved you at the Harley dealership.
Oh, that was funny. Okay. Correct. We were at this Harley dealership, okay? And
yeah,
Tony was trading in one bike for another, and I was there as the co-signer. I had to sign the paperwork, some of the paperwork. And she was like, "Can you sign this?" And I, without missing a beat, looked at her and I'm like, "This is the best trade deal of all trade deals. I'm going to sign all these papers." And I held up the paper like Donald did with all See, people love real, but they also don't love real because people can't handle honesty usually. Like, I'm 100% honest with people. Exactly. You're not crazy when you're your true self. If they don't like it, they're not worth it. That is true. 100% true. And there are a lot of people in my life that do accept it. I mean, I'm not talking about one particular thing. I'm just ranting about life. But I've lost a lot of friends over the years because they were used to me being crazy and funny, and when I'm like real or when I'm having a problem, they don't want to be there. Well, guess what? A friendship isn't just about the good times. Relationships even aren't just about the good times. There's going to be rough patches.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be there for one another. Love one another because we're all going through some shit.
I'm sure me and you living together is going to hit a rough patch. Maybe. Maybe not. Fuck it. It might go off without hitch. I don't know.
Who knows? That's like my whole reason for going to Phoenix is not to have fun. I need a.
Well, I mean, mostly.
It is, but it's not. I need to find myself, and I'm not doing that out here.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm getting happy with myself. I'm getting peaceful with myself. I really am. This is therapy for me anymore. This show because I can rant and rave. But for once in my life, there was a while ago, a few years ago, Tony has dealt with me like this, where I did have bitterness, and there was people that I had harsh feelings towards. There was people that I was thinking on emotion alone. And the fact of the matter is, right now, I have no anger towards anyone. I wish everyone nothing but peace, and I'm being the better person for once in my life. And
Happy for you.
And I love everyone. Thank you, Connect, and thank you, Funky, for your kind words. But yeah, people like giggly people. But when you have a bitch face, they run off. That's not it. It's about sticking around. You gotta, like, there are people in my life, and there are some females too, that I have a lot of love for. And in my life, when I was younger, I'd be talking to a girl and I'd have a lot of love for her. It's not in love. You just have a lot of love for them. You talk to them a lot. But it was hard for me when I was younger to separate, hey, we're great friends. You can love somebody and not be meant for each other. And
Joe Brashear says she gets overlooked because she's fat, but she likes being fat, so fuck him. She loves herself. See, that's all that matters.
I always joke with people just for shits and giggles because they're like, how do you eat so much, but you're still kind of skinny? I'm like, it all goes to my dick.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you right here, right now, fat girls are awesome only for the pure and simple fact that, hey, where do you want to go eat? They know exactly where they want to go eat. So we ain't got to sit there and argue for a half hour.
I really do like skinny girls too. Like I like girls of all shapes and sizes. I like smaller girls too because there's been a lot of them that can out eat me. It's a metabolism thing. And man, some of the best sex I've had was with a smaller girl but
what are you blowing out? Your incense?
Yeah. Hey man. No, no, I had an ex one time that it was weird.
Small girls like dwarfs.
Not dwarfs. Shut the fuck up. No, like skinny girls. Stop it.
Okay.
You gotta love yourself. And I like girls of all shapes and sizes. Like
you really like them when you can spin them like a dreidel, don't you, Mike?
I like to be able to. I'm a dom. I like to manhandle. I like to be able to manhandle the woman that I'm with, and I can't do very good as a sub. I can't. I've done it. I can do it if needed. I can adjust sexually, but no, I don't know. I would love just one time though to get like an Amazon woman and just fucking grab me and throw me around just once. But
it's like making love to a gorilla. You're not done till the gorilla's done.
Yeah, but when she whips out that strap on, I'm done, dude. I'm like, oh no. Oh.
That's when the real fun begins.
Like, I don't know. I like girls of all shapes and sizes. Except for like, I can't do really heavy. You know what I mean? It's just not my preference. It's not my preference.
It's okay.
What did you get real short when we started talking about how I like smaller people? You were like,
who, me? I just leaning back in this chair.
He was like, I want to become your type.
I'd have to lose like 3 feet for me to be your type.
Dude, I've been with women taller than me. My ex was taller than me by an inch, I think.
Did that make you scared?
No. It was actually a lot of fun.
Connect's like, are we really discussing your sex life right now?
Yeah, this is sex life. Connect, you want to come on here and we can like talk together about it? No, my sex life is like it's boring sometimes because there's not a lot going on. It's like watching the news now. Like
watching the news now.
It only all exciting things happen maybe like once a month, maybe a week. I'm just kidding. There's a war going on in my bedroom. I don't know what's going on, bro. Gorak, welcome back. What did you want to talk about?
I don't know, man. I'm just here to hang out with you guys.
You're like, I'm ready for bed. You can have like wet dreams. I don't know.
See,
Yeah,
Joe knows what's up.
here.
Joe knows what's up.
Yeah.
Indeed. Someone's got to keep me warm in the winter.
I'm weird because, I mean, I like girls. I don't... I was talking to this friend of mine, and it was a few months ago. She was talking about how she's very self-conscious of herself because she's smaller and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but the thing with women is like, you can be small and still be perfectly proportioned. I think it's weird sometimes when like you got somebody and they have like a big ass but like a really small body. Like they look like Rikishi. Remember the wrestler Rikishi?
Oh God.
I had an aunt that looked like Rikishi. That's
why I couldn't wrestle with him, man. You put your ass in my face one time, we're not going to be friends after.
That's not true, dude. You eat ass. Dude, I was waiting for one wrestler, just one, to be like, like that be the reversal.
Hey, Funky has a question.
What is it? I have had female guests on.
Yeah, she totally missed that. We had Anna.
We had Anna from Rock Dance Theater on here. Anna was on a few weeks ago, actually.
Yeah, she was on here twice.
She was on here just once. She was
just once?
Yeah.
I thought we had her on last year.
No. I had Anna on my previous podcast. Anna was our first female guest.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Rikishi, I was waiting for like the reversal back then. Like Rikishi goes to do the stink face and the wrestler's like, and like he's like, ah! He runs away. Thank you. Yes, go check out Anna's episode. I am planning on getting more people on this podcast. With the help of Gorak, we might have a Australian porn star or a Playboy model.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You got your. I'm gonna get a hold of her, see if she wants to come on here. What do you think, Doof?
Yeah, if she's up for it.
Yeah. Get some Playboy model on here. Does Australia have their own like Playboy mansion?
Don't think so. No.
Is there nudity in your version of the Playboy? There's not.
Yeah. I believe they have their own Australian Playboy magazine or some shit like that. But
that's fucking crazy, dude. Like, I don't know. You go into the Australian Playboy mansion. There's like crocodiles and shit.
As soon as you walk in.
Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and go check out Doof Warrior on Instagram and all that fun shit. His name is Adam Gorak.
But I go by the Doof Warrior thanks to my friends at Death Comes Lifting. So.
That's your new name, the Doof Warrior. Can I be the organic mechanic? For the organic mechanic on Mad Max was the abortion doctor. Connect.
Now
So
we're talking.
Are we Mike Tyson Mike Tyson has entered the fucking comment. Now we're talking.
Oh, Mike.
So they have nude beaches in Arizona?
There's no beaches in Arizona. I mean, that whole state's a beach, but
With no water.
yeah.
Do they have nude beaches in Cali though?
Probably.
They gotta have quite a few, but they're not the nudes that you want to see, you know what I mean?
You'll probably show up and it'll be a bunch of 80-year-old men be like, yeah, I'm at home.
Shut up! It was only once. And I was at the gym.
It'll be like that. You ever seen that movie Euro Trip? It's like, oh, let's go to a nude beach. And they go to the nude beach. It's like, oh, it's the wrong time of year. It's nothing but dudes.
This isn't where I parked my car. Have you seen that movie Boat Trip?
No.
Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious. I have it on DVD. We need to watch it together, dude. It's about these two guys. They go on this boat trip because I think this guy's going through a divorce or whatever, breakup. And his buddy gets him this cruise. It's like a straight cruise, and he's trying to get them hooked up with the chicks or whatever. They're trying to go find chicks. Well, they end up getting their tickets mixed up, and they end up on a gay cruise. The movie is hilarious. It's fucking great. Lindsay, yeah, Boat Trip is amazing. Like, do you want to watch it with us, Gorak? You want to watch this movie, Boat Trip? You come out to the States just to watch it, then you fly back. Just so you know, Tony.
No, it's Instagram Live it, bro.
Does our apartments care about people visiting? Because I'm probably gonna have some people fly out for a couple days.
I don't think so. I don't think I have a problem. I'll tell you what. We should be assholes. Like, Gorak will come visit us all the way from Australia. We'll do nothing but watch Crocodile Dundee movies.
I think there's got to be another one in the works. I think.
Is it really?
About it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
How old is that guy?
What's his name? Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan?
Like in his 70s.
Dude, is that guy really like a god down there in Australia?
I guess so. He had his own TV show called The Paul Hogan Show back in the 80s, I think it is.
Paul Hogan is 81 years old.
Holy shit.
Who's his love interest in this one? Betty White? Like, what the fuck? Speaking of, Betty White just celebrated a 99th birthday.
She's almost a century old.
Hey, Lindsay is visiting Vegas. You should come hang out with us.
That'd be cool.
I've got friends and coworkers that are talking about flying out and visiting us. So we'll see. We'll see how that works.
It'd be like that movie Hangover. I'll feed everybody roofies.
And you talk about me.
No, you'll end up being the guy that we lose on the roof of the fucking hotel for 24 hours.
No, I am Zach Galifianakis.
If we go to Vegas, you got to dress like that dude when he was like, "Hey, you want to let the dogs out?"
For the longest time,
the fanny pack and all.
For the longest time, I was a one-man wolf pack.
We're not stealing a cop car, though. I'm sorry.
It'd also be like due date.
But there's a very solid possibility that I might end up married to a stripper at some point in time.
That's not going to happen to me. I'm smarter than that.
I hope not.
Did you hear about strip clubs out there? It's kind of funny. A buddy of mine told me about this. They have in the private rooms, strip clubs are open, but they have a 6-foot lap dance. They dance 6 feet away from you in the private rooms.
That's a waste of money.
If I'm going to jerk off in a corner crying, I'll just stay home.
Like a normal Tuesday, isn't it? Funky's like, y'all can stop by Bosnia on your way to Vegas. And I'm like, well, that's kind of out of the way, but
That's funny. How far is Bosnia from there? Oh God, Paul! I still am looking at Paul Hogan. He's a he's old as fuck.
Yeah.
The first Crocodile Dundee came out in what, 86? Yeah, 86. Just fucking wild, bro. Well, what do you
They're
think
up
of
on Stan.
Huh?
Those movies, those Crocodile Dundee movies. I'm pretty sure they're up on Stan.
Oh damn.
I thought they were going to reboot it at some point with like a new person or like a continuation where it's like Paul Hogan's kid or something doing it now.
Yeah, I hope they don't remake it or anything like that. That you just keep it as it is.
I have
Because I heard a rumor that they were supposed to have like that continuation thing, like I was saying, but like have Chris Hemsworth play Paul Hogan's kid.
That'd be cool.
You know what they
I'd be
should
all right with
do?
that.
They should do an Americanized version of Crocodile Dundee starring Hulk Hogan.
Did you hear about the Hulk Hogan movie or something like that?
What?
There's going to be a Hulk Hogan movie, and Chris Hemsworth is going to play Hulk Hogan.
Are they going to cover how Hulk Hogan did a shit ton of steroids in the 80s and then denied that he did them?
Probably.
I like
he didn't do near as many steroids as the Macho Man.
fucking
hell no. Or Scott Steiner.
Hogan and Vince supplied them. Scott Steiner still to this day denies he ever did steroids.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
off.
bullshit.
He's like, I didn't do steroids. And then when WWE started the whole steroid policy, you have to get a steroid test. He quit because of it. Because he was like, I'll get tested if Triple H does. And Triple H is like, okay. And he's like, I quit.
Do you remember that bodybuilder, Ronnie Coleman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in an interview and he said there is no natural way to get that big. You have to do steroids.
Yeah, of course.
He said that about Scott Steiner?
Pretty much that kind of physique
Mm-hmm.
that he had, like bodybuilders have, there's no possible way to do that naturally.
I don't think there's no such thing as natural bodybuilders out there.
I mean, people try people are trying that whole like vegan bodybuilding thing, but it doesn't really work out too well.
A vegan?
Nah, I call bullshit.
I'm not even shitting you. People actually try that stuff.
Yeah, like I still think like those vegan strongmans.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon they're on some type of fucking testosterone fucking shit.
So like
they're nowhere near as strong as people who aren't vegan, and that's not even a knock on them. That's just
hell no.
It's a fact. It's just a fact.
So a vegan bodybuilder would look like something like this.
Yeah. Dude, look, that's the epitome of how big you can get as a vegan.
Yeah.
That dude's fucking 50. Like, that's fucking wild.
Like, you look at Big Papa Pump, and it's just ridiculous.
He blew out a muscle before wrestling one time. All he did was flex.
His biceps have biceps.
Yeah, they're like that.
I wonder what he looks like now.
Probably all fat and
You still
flabby.
wrestling?
He still wrestles. He wrestles for the NWA, though.
Okay.
Or at least used to. He wears a shirt when he wrestles now. He does. He wears a fucking shirt when he wrestles.
Probably because he's all flabby from not doing steroids anymore.
Oh, his arms are
There's
still.
a lot of wrestlers are like that now too. Things like wasn't it like Triple H?
Yeah. Chris Jericho. There's this. Jericho's in great shape, even though they claim he's like not.
He looks like a soccer mom.
Yeah, that happens. He looks like Steven Tyler's son. Like, imagine what he would look like. No, seriously. Have you seen that picture of him, Greg?
Of
Jericho?
what now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the soccer mom meme?
No.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Because it's fucking hilarious if I can fucking find it. He posted on Instagram him with long hair and like dressed up like he did back in the 90s or whatever. And somebody was like, oh, he looks like a soccer mom. I can't find it. I'll look later. Jericho,
he's in good shape.
he still
Even like
moonsaults.
DDP, he's in good shape as well.
Fucking DDP, bro, saves lives.
It's the yoga, man.
I want to have him on the show.
Good luck.
Why?
He's too big for now.
I'll get him.
You'll get him.
Him
Like,
and
how about Bill Cosby?
I'd have to pull.
His agent.
Joe Exotic ain't doing much these days. Do you think Biden will pardon him?
No.
Let's talk about Kane Roberts. Do you know who Kane Roberts is, Tony?
No.
Alice Cooper's guitarist during the late 80s.
AKA Rambo.
He used to look like Rambo. Yeah, we should have him on the show. Do you think Rob Van Dam is too big to be on here?
No. Maybe not. I don't know.
Smoke pot with him or something?
I would definitely do that.
That dude's living the best life, dude.
Yes, he is.
He's living with his wife and his wife's girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I did
And they're
not
like
know that.
smoking
This is
supermodels
new
too.
to me.
They're smoking hot, like, OnlyFans, like, supermodels and shit. Like, there's a picture of him in a pole like this, and they're both in front of him, and he's got his arms around both. He's, like, just living the life. And he's high as fuck in this picture.
Good on you, man.
I saw this picture. His shirt said, 420 just said, I smoked your grass. And I just found that funny. Oh, fuck. So, got anything else you want to promote, Doof?
No, man.
How about you, Tony?
Nothing. Just go and check out those last couple of episodes I've done for Defcom's Lifting on Spotify, and subscribe, check them out. So yeah.
Woo!
Hey, should we do the big reveal on that motorcycle I just got?
Yeah. Go ahead and send me the picture. It was the greatest trade deal of all trade deals.
It's a video.
Let me tell you. Oh, have you ever took a chance on a fart? Have you like taken a chance on a fart and it not be a fart?
If I did, I wouldn't admit it.
That didn't happen to me, but just letting you guys know that. Yeah.
Oh, come on. There we go.
I almost shat myself just now.
See if you can get it shared or whatever.
Will you have sex with me, Tony? If we were both gay.
But I'm not gay.
Yeah, but what would your type be if you was? This is a real question.
What would your type be, Mike?
I would go for like John Stamos or like. Oh, I didn't even see that he said hi. Hi, Shy. I didn't even see him in the chat because I wasn't watching the chat for a split second. I have to save the video to my phone and then put it in here.
Really?
Yeah, for some reason, Facebook on the TubeUbes. On the TubeUbes. Will you dance with me under the pale moonlight?
Well, if you want to dance with the devil, sure.
Are you the devil?
Maybe.
I'm the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's work. I'll just have to play it straight from fucking YouTube because it's asking me.
What'd you do? Put it on YouTube?
No, not YouTube. I'll have to play it directly from my computer. I mean, because for some reason StreamYard logged me out on my phone.
He's dropping shit.
No, I'm not. What are these questions? What? I don't know what these questions are. What is she talking about in that chat? Okay.
I don't know. She's blowing you up, bro.
I don't know. I'm in love with the stripper. Are you in love with a stripper?
Maybe at one time.
I've thought about starting an OnlyFans, but not for like nudes. What? I just want to give exclusive content to my listeners.
We should bring that back.
Bring what? OnlyFans being for actual people?
Yeah.
This is Tony's bike. Let's see. He's so proud of it. Look how sexy. Yeah, let me hit play.
Blood splatter is always the way to go, everybody.
Badass, dude.
That's sexy.
Not bad, huh?
I would, yeah.
It's only a 20-second video, Mike. That's all.
It's still going, dude.
It just keeps repeating itself.
Oh, shit. We would have been here all day. What the fuck? When does this video end, bro? When are you going to get on it? Start riding. I've said that in my life a few times.
Should be bringing it home Saturday.
Tony completely missed that joke. It was a good one. Did you hear what I said, Tony?
No, I didn't.
I'm watching this video, like, when are you going to jump on it and start riding? And I'm like, I've said that a few times in my life.
Yeah.
I'm tired of doing all the work.
Our neighbors are going to hate that bike.
Please don't piss off her. We're going to have to move out of Arizona sooner than expected because Tony pissed off the entire fucking state of Arizona.
State of Phoenix.
The state of Phoenix. I just woke up not too long ago. Don't mind me.
It's fine.
Phoenix, the whole fucking I just burnt myself.
You just burn yourself?
No. Not at all. That fucking hurt.
I got to get you to ride on the back of that motorcycle wearing your unicorn pants and that unicorn helmet thing.
I don't ride. Other people ride me. I need to get that on a shirt. I actually said that at a Harley dealership, by the way. The guy's like, "Do you ride?" I'm like, "No, she does." Fuck, dude. Fuck.
Dave's not here, man.
That was funny. The guy that was going to show us around the Harley dealership's name was Dave. I'm like, Dave's not here, man. Jesus criminally.
So are we wrapping it up for today?
I find it funny. Some people started joining. Y'all are gonna move out before you even move in. Yeah, we're gonna show up and then move out again.
No, I'm serious. Like, that bike is so loud. Like, you could be like 3 feet away from me, and if it's just idling, I can't hear you.
The fuck, bro?
I could just see your mouth moving. That's it.
That's how you hear people anyway, Tony. Hey, Gorak, quit being a stranger. You should like come on here more often.
What's that?
It's like 5 in the morning for him now.
Yeah, you should like come on the show more often.
Yeah.
My dad says he likes his women like he likes his motorcycles. If he can't pick it up, he won't ride it.
So mopeds it is, huh?
Hey, Tony. Funky says are you good at reading lips?
I'm going to have to get better at it, I guess. Unless I get new exhaust on that bike.
Tony's the kind of guy to ask a woman to take her pants off so he can read her lips.
I might have me and you walk outside and I'll start the bike up and we could just cook marshmallows out of the exhaust.
Good. Let's do it. Let's
probably die.
But we're gonna wrap this up. Gorak, join us again in like the next month or so if you want. This was another great episode of Pink Sock Podcast. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Yes.
If you haven't yet and you watch us, come on, man. Just
Yeah, you're missing out on all the fun.
Just join us. So next week we have the vlog twat. James Joyce Juice. That's a great name for a fucking vlog twat. But yeah, we have him on here next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next week. We're not going to get canceled yet, I don't think. See you guys next week. Much love. Live long. Rock hard. Blah.